Can you say, like, take two or something?
Take two! Ready? Growing up, I never really had pimples or breakouts, which I'm very fortunate about, so I really never needed to pay too close attention to my skincare. I just washed my face, put on moisturizer, and I was really more focused on makeup and making sure that I had the latest eyeliner or the latest foundation. And then once I started working, it was a very high pressure job, and I wasn't getting enough sleep, and I wasn't, eating right and living a healthy lifestyle basically. And that really messed up my skin. I started getting really bad hormonal breakouts, and I didn't know how to treat it. It would be a pimple on top of a pimple, and it would take weeks to get rid of, and it was super, super painful. That's when I really started to pay closer attention. And I tried a bunch of products that I didn't really feel like worked until I started using Korean skincare. I think with Korean skincare, there's just so many different products that are available, and what was the best thing about Korean skincare is I started to learn more about how to actually take care of my skin. I would say I have oilier skin. I definitely get oilier in the summer, but in the winter it would turn into more of a combination skin. I do get to try out a lot of beauty products, but I always follow a very similar routine, and I know what types of products work best for me. So I always go by that philosophy because I've learned so much about how to take care of my own skin. Like I said, I have oilier skin, so I definitely always need to use an oil cleanser. I always wear makeup, so that's even more important. The one that I use right now that I'm loving is the eNature Moringa oil cleanser. Moringa is a great natural ingredient that is used as a cleansing agent too. So a little bit goes a long way, and I really, really love how clean my skin feels after. Right now I'm using an ERBORIAN bar soap for my foaming cleanser. I really love that it's like a throwback cleanser. Everybody used to use bar soap to wash all over their body, but now this one is specifically for your face, and it actually has charcoal in it, which is really great again for oily skin because it detoxifies, it draws out all of the toxins, and my face feels really smooth and clean after. And then every 2 to 3 times a week, I use an exfoliator, and I think that's super important for me too, to prevent any clogged pores or uneven skin tone. The one that I absolutely, absolutely love is the NEOGEN Bio Peel and Lemon because it's also brightening and it has AHA in it, so it's going to clear out my pores. After I'm done with my cleansing, I actually go do a triple cleanse, and I use this beauty water, and you can see how much I love it because it's almost done, and this has actually lasted me a really, really long time. The reason why I love the beauty water is because at nighttime it gets rid of any remaining makeup that I didn't get to take off with my other cleansers, and then I also put this on right before makeup in the morning because it gives me a really smooth canvas for makeup application. Even though I have oily combination skin, my skin still really needs hydration, and so even after my beauty water, I still like to use this KLAIRS toner. This is one of the best toners I've ever used. It is super hydrating, it's not watery, it has a little bit of a gooey texture, which actually is good. But after I use this, I just feel like my skin soaks it all in, and it really removes any of that tight feeling. And then I also use essence. This is the MISSHA First Treatment Essence, and this is something that I cannot go a day without because it really helps brighten my complexion and gets rid of any acne scarring that I have from my occasional hormonal breakouts. Serums for me is not always necessary. I only use it when I feel like I need a little bit extra in my skincare, meaning I need an extra boost in moisture or brightening. So this one I'm using and loving right now is by NEOGEN. It's the white truffle. I feel like it's very hydrating, and it's also a serum in oil. So it's oil, but it doesn't feel oily after, and I really love it for that reason. For moisturizers, I'm a huge fan of snail mucin, and and gel-like textures because my skin is oily. The reason why I love snail mucin is because it just has so many great properties. It locks in moisture and it really helps me heal any active acne breakouts. So this one I'm using is the Cosrx Advanced 92 Snail, and it's very gooey, and so I just love how it makes my skin feel after, and it just gives that like really bright dewy look. And the last product that I use daily is definitely sunscreen. I would say it's the most important part because the sun is so damaging. It can cause premature aging and sunspots, and it just is super bad for your skin, obviously. So you have to make sure you protect it. The one that I'm using right now is by GOODAL. It's the Mild Protect Watery Sunscreen. I think it's because it's watery, it's a watery consistency, and it doesn't really add more oil to my skin. I feel like I've definitely built up a large arsenal of products to use on my face, especially since I started my skincare before with just 2. And I definitely don't use all of these every day. There's not enough time sometimes, and I'm just super lazy sometimes, to be honest. But I just stick to the things that I know will make sure my skin is still healthy, meaning I still double cleanse and I put on toner and moisturizer. Those are kind of my standard set, and then everything else is just really to improve the texture and quality. And I see a huge difference if I use the whole routine versus just a couple of items. So for me, it's really about making sure my skincare routine works for my life and works for my skin. And I think the best part about learning about skincare is that I know how to take care of my skin now. I know if I have a breakout, if I have a little bit of like darkness, dark spots, I know how to treat it, and I think that's the most exciting part for me.